Okay, hello again. So last time my video got cut off and I didn't know that it did, so I kept filming anyway. But my work called and so it stopped recording and I just continued on with the tutorial, like not even thinking about it. But everything's blended in. Last time you guys saw me do like my contour, my highlight, and I just blended everything in. So I'm just gonna start from where I left off basically, and then just redo the look that I posted about, so that way you guys can see how to do it. So everything's on: my foundation, my cream contour, highlight, all that. So we're gonna set my face, and I feel like everybody sets their face differently. The way that I like to do it is there's different types of powders, first of all, that you could use. There's setting powder, translucent powder, and then foundation, like pressed foundation, which is just powder foundation. And I like to use pressed foundation and translucent powder, like a combination of the two. I used to do like just set my whole face with powder foundation and then set it all over again with translucent powder, and I found it made my skin really dry. Obviously that's a lot of powder. But now what I do is I get this powder foundation from Tarte. I use the color Fair Honey. And I just put it all over my face except for my under eyes and my eyes, because I use translucent powder to do that, to like bake my eyes, and I'll show you guys that too. But I just use like a little powder puff. They sell these at Target, and I didn't know that, but until recently. So I'm just sharing the knowledge with you guys. But I like them better because I feel like they can press them in. But you can use a brush too. I used to use a brush to do this step, but I started using this instead. Just because I feel like it doesn't, like with the brush, I feel like I put too much on. And so a lot of product goes to waste, and it kind of like, I don't know, I feel like using too much product with powder, at least, it just makes my face really dry. So this kind of just uses like the exact amount that I need to mattify my face without drying it out. But that's pretty much it. This makes your face just stay put. I feel like no matter what you do, you're always going to have that risk of transferring your foundation, like when you hug somebody or whatever. I've always thought, because it's not your actual skin, but I feel like this helps reduce that a lot. Okay, so I use this translucent powder by Laura Mercier. I don't know how to say that, I just guessed, but it's just regular translucent powder. You can use banana powder too if you have like darker skin tones, so that way you don't look so white, because it's such a drastic difference between your skin tone. And then I used to use, I just bought this one because I wanted to try it, but I have to use all of it because I don't want to waste product. But another good one that I really like, that's really cheap, I'm not gonna use for cheap, that's affordable, is by No. 7. They sell it at Target, I think. Yeah, they sell it at Target. Yeah, that's where I get it, at least. And it's just a loose translucent powder. It looks fucking amazing. I don't know, you have to, again, whatever I recommend, you guys have to try it, because you never know. We're all different, our skin types are all different. But I just like to put this around my eyes, but first I blend out any creases that have started, and then I just grab a shit ton and I just pack it in there. I do like a first layer just to get all of the cream into powders, like that. And then I'll grab like an extra layer from my bottom to bake. And what this does is it sounds really bad, but it's what it does. But it will literally close up all your pores underneath your makeup, so that when you put the powder over it, the makeup is trapped, so the heat from your skin is what actually warms it up, and it bakes your face so that foundation doesn't crease anymore. All that information I found out from Jaclyn Hill. I don't know how true it is, but the science behind it sounds pretty right, pretty accurate. But that's just what I've learned, and a lot of other people have said, like, along the same lines of the same thing, so that's where the term baking comes from. But then I bake. Baking is supposed to be used in the areas where you are either the most oily or you find like your most trouble spots where like your makeup is just, it never wants to stay in that area. And in my case, I just do my eyes because I find it works better for my eyeshadow. And then I usually do my nose because I do wear glasses. So right here is where like the little stands for my glasses stand or stay on my skin, so it moves a lot. And I feel like a lot of people who wear glasses or like wear like sunglasses, it helps. Again, it doesn't remove the problem because it's gonna happen anyway. Like your skin's gonna heat up the product anyway, and it's gonna go away eventually, but this just prevents it from going away so quickly and you having more use out of your makeup throughout the day. Okay, now for the eyeshadow. And then I usually have this on, do my makeup, or my eye makeup, and then wipe it all away. Okay, so for this look, I really like the way it came out yesterday. I thought it looked really cool. So I'm just gonna try to mimic what I did in yesterday's video. So it doesn't really matter what brand of brushes you have. I feel like a lot of people place emphasis on that, and I don't know. This brand right here, it's called Lexi Beauty something. I don't know, but they are honestly my favorite. Like they're so like fluffy and like stiff at the same time, and they're cruelty free. And I'm so big on cruelty free things. Anyways, so we are going to use Morphe's Dare to Create palette. It is very loved, so it's very dirty. But we're gonna use this plum shade right here. It's kind of brown on camera, but it's kind of plum. It's like a deep, deep plum. And we're just gonna take some and we're gonna put it right here. I usually start with the transition shade so that the eyeshadow that I put on kind of blends into it a little bit better. But I found yesterday that it was taking away from the purples. So I'm gonna try something different today and put the crease on first and then use the transition shade to kind of blend it up into the brow. And we'll see how well that works. But just something for you guys who aren't as experienced with makeup. I used to watch so many YouTube videos of different people so I could learn, like, pick and choose like the techniques that I thought would work best. And Kristen Dominique and Jaclyn Hill have like the best blending videos and tips and tricks, I feel, because that's what worked for me when I tried their skill set. But basically what they said, do not choke your brush. Like if you're one of those people that hold it like this close to the bristles, which is what I used to do, just like come back a little bit on the brush, because it automatically makes your motions a little bit softer, and blending is all about being soft, and you want to go softer the higher you go. So in here you can be like super rough. I'm really rough, I feel like, with my makeup, but near the crease, like where you want it to be deeper and darker, you can be kind of rough with your eyeball. But once you get up to here, you want to go lighter. Okay, so we're gonna do that. And then yesterday I don't know where to put this. I wanted to do like a deeper set purple, so But first, you know what, let's do the transition shade. So usually transition shades you want to use like a fluffier brush, because you want this to blend everything together. So I used this big second one right here yesterday, so I'm gonna do the same thing. Just gonna take that, and where it starts right here, like the upper middle part, you want to start right there to blend it out. And like I said, normally I start with the transition shade, just because it usually takes away for me. Like I usually don't, I'll go in again towards the end of my makeup to blend everything out a little bit better once the transition shade's already on there, but yesterday it took away from the color. But I think I like this better. For this look at least. I don't know if I'm going to be doing it all the time. But anyways, so we're going to go into another palette real quick. Using the same brush that we used. Using the same brush that we used for this. But we're going to go into this palette. It's by Rude. And this brand surprised me. Because I had tried... The cat's outside. I had tried their translucent powder, and I had swatched like a couple of their other products, and I didn't like it. I was like, meh, like that's like they don't like that. Then I swatched for a palette to like make it into my palette zone. I swatched their blues, their purples, and their yellows because I feel like those are like the hardest colors to get. And this yellow is what made me buy this freaking palette. It's so perfect. But we're gonna go into this purpley shade right here. I know it's kind of shimmery. I know it's not a thing to put shimmers into creases anymore, but it looked really pretty. Just wait. It's just gonna, I just want it to look more purple right now. It's more like a deep set, like brown, like smoky color. And I want it to look like more mystical. We're going for like more of a magical fairy look. We're gonna keep that kind of tight into the crease. And then we're going to blend it up really lightly into that darker purple that we had. And you can kind of bring it down. And then it looks more purple. Okay, same thing to the other side. I can remember when I first started doing makeup, like shimmers were like a thing to do, like with everything. I feel like every eyeshadow palette was like made out of shimmers. Because I started getting, when I first did my makeup, it was like from like Rite Aid, like Wet n Wild, like that's where I started. And they were super big on their shimmers, I feel. I still have some of their palettes. I think they're really good. I did try their foundation though. No, not for me. I've heard a lot of good things about it, so I wanted to try it because it's only like $5. So I was like, fuck yes, if that's, that's like a really good foundation. It's only $5, like, hello. But I tried it, I didn't like it. But everybody's different. Okay, so then I'm going to use more of like a flatter brush. I'm gonna use like more of like a crease type brush with like a flatter edge. It's like more stubby. To put this like pinky, like violet-y shade into my outer V. And that's just gonna help blend at the very end. Make it look more like a brighter purple. And you guys will see why. I also really like the fact when I put my baking powder before everything, because when I do have fallout, you just sweep it away. It's so annoying when your freaking eyeshadow has a lot of fallout and you can't really like do anything, or you wipe it away and it bleeds into your foundation. So frustrating. Okay, so there's that. Then are so dirty. I'm really good about cleaning my beauty blender before I use any type of makeup on it, but I'm so bad. I'm so bad with my brushes. It takes me like a couple weeks to clean them. I feel like I'm just very busy. Like, no, I don't got time for that. Okay, so then we're gonna go into one of my favorite Juvia's Magic Mini Palette. Just look at them. They're so pretty. Like, if you guys ever want like high-end filling makeup that's like super affordable, go to Ulta and get Juvia's shit. Or even go online. God, they're just so good. Anyways, so what the palette looks like. They're just so buttery and creamy. But we're gonna use this shade right here all over the inner lid. Normally I would use concealer to make it super bright. Yesterday I didn't. I think we're gonna try it. No, we're not. No, we're not, because I don't want it to be a cut crease. I want it to be very like blended. We're just gonna take this and we're just gonna place it. We're gonna wet the brush a little bit. With some setting powder so it can look a little bit more shimmery. We're gonna place it all along the rest of the lid, going into that pink shade. Beautiful. Do the same thing to the other eye, and then we're gonna do a second layer, and then we're gonna put glitter. I never knew about this wetting the brush technique. I honestly always thought like people used just like water, and I was like, what? That's weird. But I started using, I forgot who had showed me. I think it was Nikki Tutorials. I'm not sure. But she had, one of them, somebody I was watching, had wet their brush with setting spray. And it just made it so much more vibrant and bright. Now instead of using the brush for the second layer, I'm going to use my finger. Because it's another technique for making things look a lot more pigmented. Just gonna go like that. I feel like this is very like 90s looking right now. Very bright, like, hello Destiny's Child. Hello Christina Aguilera. Okay. Before we put the glitter in, I want to put a deeper color into the crease because I don't want it to be like super bright. I want most of the attention to be on the shimmer color, but I did put this pink shade, so the color that I'm going to put next looks a lot more purple, like it brings out the purple hues. We're going to go in with this color right here. It's like an indigo color. I don't know how to pronounce any of these names on this palette, and I feel really bad. But I don't want to like crucify the name and then like be like offensive. But we're just gonna put this into that outer V where we put the pink and blend it towards the middle. Same thing on this side. I feel like I'm breathing really heavy. If my breathing bothers you guys, I'm sorry. Okay, then we're just gonna blend a little bit with that first purple deep shade that we used in this Morphe palette, just to make everything more cohesive. So bold. Okay. And then once more with the transition shade. I'm sorry, my nose is just super runny. I feel like every time I do my makeup, literally every time I do my makeup, my nose has to run and I don't know why. Especially when I do my eyelashes. Pisses me off. Then my eyes start crying, my nose starts running, and I'm just a mess. There we go. Then it's blended. Right, now for glitter. Okay, so I went and I was looking for glitter glue. I heard it had like mixed reviews from NYX's glitter glue. And I had heard more good thing or bad things than good things from the people that I liked the way they do their makeup and like was more relatable to my skin type and like results, I guess. So I went to the Morphe store and I got this eye candy liquid sugar is what it's called, and I think it works really well. I don't think it turns the glitters to liquid, but it makes like a paste. I'll show you guys how I use it. And the more of this compared to the glitter that you put in, the less like intense the glitter is gonna be. The more glitter you put versus the sugar, the liquid sugar, the more of like a paste, like a cream you're gonna have. We're gonna use this glitter by NYX. I honestly don't know where to find the names to these. I think it's called Brillo. I don't know. There's like a million different names on there and it's not focusing, so whatever. But you just put some of this on there. I already put some on there. You can do it like on, I just do it on a piece of cardboard. And you just put your glitter onto there. I don't want to like tip it, but I hope you guys can see kind of. And you just mix it together with your brush. And yesterday I had a pretty good combination, so I'm going to try to mimic that. Not yesterday, the other day when I made this look. But now you guys can kind of see it. Where it's like a little paste. Then we're just going to go onto my lid and place it all over the lid. It's very wet, and I learned to not get this into like my eye because it burns so much. It burns so much. So please be careful if you guys ever buy this. I'm gonna try to focus like your glitter placement higher up, because when you put lashes on, that's literally not going to be your focus point. But yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side. And yesterday, the other day when I did this, I didn't put eyeliner on it just because I wanted the focus to really be on the eyeshadow, and I really liked that, so I'm gonna do it like that again. You guys can add eyeliner though to this. Totally up to you. I just preferred it without the liner. I really feel like a pop queen from the 90s. I'm making my generation proud. Alright, so the glitter I think matches pretty well. And then one more time, you have to, I do layer, then blend, then layer, then blend. That's just how I am. So I'm just gonna blend that darker color in with this glitter a little bit more. I feel like the only bad thing about using this glitter is that, but I feel like it would happen with any glitter really. When you take it off, it dries. So it goes on like a paste, right? And then when it dries, it's dry. It's like, I don't want to say crusty, but like it's very, like when you wipe it off, it turns back into loose glitter. Like it stays in all day long, but the minute that you like start taking it off, it's just glitter all over your face. I still have glitter on my face from the last time I used it. So just an FYI. Okay, so now we're gonna take off this extra powder. I'm gonna use a heavier brush than that. Got some in my mouth. I'm just gonna use a clean brush to wipe away all that extra powder. I had a lot on my nose. So you look like a human being again. Almost. And then I like to brush out my eyebrows once I'm done with this, because there's usually some type of powder in there. I feel like my eyebrows are not well trained at all. Even when they have makeup on, they're just like, we want to go where we want. Okay. Then we're just going to bronze our face, add some lashes, put on some lipstick, and then we're done. Okay, so I have 3 bronzers that I really like. I'm just going to talk about the one I'm going to use today. And it's by Pretty Vulgar. I got it in my BoxyCharm box last month. And it's just fucking pretty, man. It's like this color. Pretty dark for my face, but like I said, I use cream contours. And then I'll use like a bronzer once my face is set and everything to bring out that contour that's already on my face. I use 2, sometimes I'll like contour again all over again, like with powders, with a different brush, and then I'll use the same brush to bronze my face. But lately I've just been doing this because I feel like that's just too much, you know? I'll use this brush usually to contour. It's by Morphe. It's an R9 brush. But when I don't use it to contour, I usually just use it for my nose, to bring out that contour that I already did with the cream. I really like this brush. Some people don't. Some people that I've recommended it to were like, ew, like I didn't like that. But for me, the way that I use my brushes, I thought it was pretty good. I'm just gonna blend this up here better. Like, I haven't been wearing blush. I'm going to a birthday party, so I feel like I should kind of look not like a drag queen, and more like his favorite cousin. I never knew where to put blush. I still kind of don't know, so I'm just going to show you where I put mine. But I put it on the apples of my cheeks, and I kind of brush it into my nose, so it's like hee hee. And then I'll put some right here to like blend down into my contour. And I used Tarte. This is the Amazonian Clay 12-hour blush in the shade Quirky. Quirky. Okay. Now we just need lashes, highlight, lipstick. Okay. So before I put on my lashes, I usually put on mascara. Better Than Sex by Too Faced. I feel like mascara is not something that I usually go and buy. Like I usually just use like whatever I get from like my Ipsy bag or BoxyCharm box. Because they always give me mascaras, which I'm not complaining because thank you. I always have like an excess amount of mascara that I don't even need to go buy another one. So thanks for that. And I'll show you the way that I put on lashes. Best way that I see to do it. I've watched like a million videos of other people do it. That's just how I learn. I'm a visual learner. Someone can explain to me like in full detail, and I'll have to sit there and like go through the steps and like watch what I'm doing each time to see how things work and fit together. Otherwise I'm just like lost. Okay, so mascara's on. I'm gonna curl my lashes a little bit. And I feel like it helps to just kind of guide the lashes the way they sit on your eye. But if you don't feel like doing that, it's not a necessary step. The lashes will still listen as long as you apply them right. And I will show you how to do that. I read this thing a little while ago when I like first started doing makeup about girls who put like mascara marks on their eyes. Me. And it was something about like if girls do this and like you're not a good girl or something. Like you're not good at being a girl. And I got super offended because I was just like, what? Like I do that and I feel like I'm okay at being a girl, but then again I'm not. I'm kind of a mess. But whatever. I apply my lashes with tweezers. I've heard you're not supposed to, but that's just what I do. You guys don't have to do that. You guys can be good and listen. They have those like lash tool applicator things in Ardell packs, which are really good. I've used them. I just have gotten in the habit of using tweezers. So it's your preference. But the lash glues that I like are by Duo. I have two of them. I have this dark one and then I have like this clear one. I like using the dark one when I wear the eyeliner. Today I'm not going to wear eyeliner, so I'm just going to use this clear one. I have the one that has a little stick thing. I had the little like squeeze tube, but I didn't like it because I told you I'm a mess. So I would squeeze it and like big globs of glue would come out onto my lashes. And I'd be like, dang it! It would just make the process a lot messier. But I just brush them on there like this. I'm gonna use Wispies. This is my favorite brand of lashes. Ardell, Wispies. It's like all I wear. I have other ones, but these are just so perfect. But just gonna let them dry for a little bit. And the trick to make them look good without making them look like heavy or like uneven, you apply them upwards. So you're gonna go onto your lashes and just apply them atop of your lashes. Okay. And it takes a while. It takes practice. You're not gonna get it the first time. Like it's okay. Breathe. It's alright. You're just gonna go like this, upwards, and place them as close to your lashes as you possibly can. It doesn't matter which corner you start to pull and like place first, as long as you go back and forth and make sure that they're even, you're fine. And then where you have them when you want them, when you have them where you want them, I can't talk today, you just go in and pinch your lashes together. So that way they're seamless. And then I like to just go in again with my fingers, because I have fat little stubby ones that do the job real good. And I'll pinch them and just push them up. Okay, I'm gonna let that one dry. Go to the next eyeball. There goes my nose. I like to put a little bit excess, a tiny bit more, not like a lot, just like a little bit more on the corners. I feel like that's where like my problem is. That's where I have like the most problems. for them to come off is usually like in the inner corner first, is where they start to be little bitches. Alright, and I don't really let my lashes get too sticky. I know a lot of people are like, oh, you're supposed to let the glue get tacky, but I don't. I feel like I like it when it's like still a little wet, so that way I can move them around on my eyes. Because I like my lashes kind of close to my inner corner. I notice a lot of people do it so like there's like a gap, like a huge gap between there. Ow! Pinched my eye. Why are you not supposed to do them with tweezers? Okay. And there we go. Pretty, pretty. Alright, and then I'm gonna go in with my brushes that I used and use the excess transition like shadows on them for my bottom line. I feel like it just makes the eyeballs a little bit better. A wee bit better. I'm sorry if you guys are British and watching this. Like, I just do that voice a lot. I don't mean anything by it. Okay. Let me apply some mascara to make my bottom lashes a little bit more exaggerated. Okay. Oh my god, turn. I'm gonna show you guys a trick too. I'm sure a lot of you guys already know this, but if you apply like a cream eyeliner to your lash line, it makes your eyelashes look thicker. And if you have false lashes on, it makes it look a lot more natural and a lot more seamless. So this is the one without it. And this is the eye with it. Without. With. I think it looks a lot better. Oh, I was gonna be brave and use the camera. Nope. Okay. And we are almost done. Okay. Oh, I have the lashes right here. Okay, so I'm gonna use highlight now. Oh, my favorite highlighting palette is by B Bella. I think it was only like $17. I got it from a store in the mall. But these highlighters are so freaking pretty and they're so good. They're so bright. Like, look at that. That's how your face is gonna look. Amazing. Oh god, I'm breaking things. Sorry, I'm just trying to find my highlighting brush. Now, some people use like those like fanned out brushes. I can't stand those. I use like these short little like stubble ones. I feel like they're more compacted, so it gets more of the product on your face than like the fan that just like brushes it everywhere. But we're gonna use these two right here. Those two are like my favorite combination anyway. So and again, we're gonna spray the brush. Oops. Sorry, camera. And see where like the light kind of hits your face? That's where you want your highlight. So right there, right there. right there. And everybody's high points are different. So I feel like you really have to learn your face just like any other part of makeup. You have to learn where things look good on you and things where just don't. So I have a round shape, that's just where my high points are. Might be different for you. Just keep that in mind. For most people, it's like generally in the same area, but where you apply it, like some people might have it lower or higher. Just depends on the person. Okay. Do you see that? God, it's so pretty. And then what I like to do is when I have lipstick on. Only when I have lipstick on. Or lip gloss. I don't do that. So I have that. And then I use a really, really skinny, tiny brush to do my inner corner. And my, like the bridge of my nose. I use a brush like this. And all I do is right here. Just like that. Just like that. Okay. I'm gonna do the same thing for my inner corner, but I'm only gonna use that lighter shade to bring out the glitters, the glitters. Oh, eye butters, cute. Just gonna place it in there. Black light. I sprayed like 3 wrong glazes. Whatever. There you go. I guess I'll put some right here too. Just use the acrylic because I don't want it to be big. And that is that. Last step, lipstick. I feel like this video is really long, but I don't even care. Like, I'm giving you guys beautiful tips. Okay, so I'm gonna wear black lipstick again because I fucking love the contrast between like bam eyes and like bold lips. Most people would pair this with a nude lip because they want the focus to be on their eyes, but I'm a drama queen. So I'm gonna do bold. And I use, okay. I use this NYX Suede, like this blue color. It's called Jet Set. And then I apply black lipstick on top of it, and I feel like it makes the black a lot brighter and bolder. I'm gonna do that again today. I'm using this lip pencil called No Bleeding. I use it for like a lip liner. It's like a lip primer, but I really like the fact that it's the shape of a lip liner, but it just makes your lips really sticky. So the lipstick can stay on better. And then we just go in with this sucker. And we apply it all over. I don't know why I did that. Ignore that. Okay, so for the top, I usually like to just do that. And I'll make like an X mark. Like from the high points of my cupid's bow. Ow! My funny bone! From the high points of my cupid's bow, I'll just make a line down. This I find really works well with, if you guys have my lip shape where it's like a little, like a heart shape. I don't know. Everybody's lips are different, but this eye line works really great with my lip shape. Ew, I can hear myself swallow. I'm sorry if you guys are not ASMR people. You're about to hear all my saliva. Side is just not being nice to me. Okay. Well, if you guys are not perfect like me, you're gonna fuck up. You should just grab like a baby wipe or a makeup wipe, whatever you guys have. I use baby wipes. You can brush it away before it dries. Okay, then I'm gonna use this Marc Jacobs lipstick. It's a lip cream lipstick called Blacker, and this was a gift. I honestly have never tried anything Marc Jacobs because he's not cruelty free, but I'm also not one to waste things, so I just use it, and it's actually really good. NYX does have a black shade. I just haven't been able to go to the store and buy one. But if you guys are not cruelty-free people, this black lipstick is perfect. It is black enough on its own. I just like the way it looks with the blue underneath. Doo-doo-doo. I'm so jealous of those people on Instagram who could just do a lipstick like so seamlessly, so perfect the first time. I feel like it takes me forever to do it, and even then, like, I go back and I change everything. Okay, well, this is the finished look. I hope you guys like it. If you guys want to see more, make sure you subscribe, like this video, tell your friends, do whatever you want. Bye.